All right, we'll do a quick flipped lesson for the answers to the worksheets for the human inheritance. This one is just a simple Punnett square, just like the ones we've been doing, but good practice because you will see Punnett squares on the unit test. Does anyone have any questions on this Punnett square? So you follow what it says here. You do the Punnett square, and it answers the questions here. Does either the mother or the father have dimples? And the answer is the father, right? And then what percentage of children are likely to have dimples? 50%. That's our standard Punnett square we've been doing for lots of time. So let's go to something a little bit more complicated. So this is, and you should have read about it as well as trying to do this, this is called a sex-linked or X-linked trait. So we all know that male and female, males have an X chromosome and a Y, and females have two X's. So if there's a trait that is on that X chromosome, males only get one X chromosome. So males are going to have a higher chance of having those traits. So the best way to do this, and when I do this, I make the C, the capital C. So this is for color blindness. And they don't give you all the directions here on this sheet. You have to have read it in the book. So color blindness, being colorblind, is the recessive trait. And having color vision, which is the big C, is the dominant trait. And to make it really clear, on the X chromosome, I make that C take up that whole chunk of the X so that you can see that. Okay? So, just so you can see the C. So it gets a little bit complicated here, but the mom, so it looks to me like the dad here is colorblind. Is that true? Dad is colorblind, the mother or the father, so the dad is colorblind. And we know that because he has a little c and he only has one X chromosome, so he's going to show the colorblind trait. Okay? And then the mom, is the mom colorblind? What can we say about the mom? Okay, so the mom is a carrier or is heterozygous. Okay? So then when we do the Punnett square, we do, so this X has the big C, and the X from dad has the little c. And then here, oops, the boy children get this X from mom, which is the big C, and the Y from dad. And then this one, we get big C, and the one from dad with the little c. And, wait, did I do that right? No, because this one, see, I don't like the way the textbook does it. It's hard to read it. Okay. Is this a little c? And then this one is little c, big Y. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so what percentage of female children are likely to be colorblind? Is this one colorblind? No. This girl is a carrier with normal vision. This boy is normal vision. This girl is, and this boy is colorblind. So now the unfortunate thing about this is the example they gave you, it comes up to be the same percentage for boys and girls. So 50% of the girls will be colorblind and 50% of the boys, right? But let's do, the whole point of the sex-linked traits is it shows up more often in males. So let me show you, let's do another example here. If we do another example over here, let's do let's do one where we have a father who is colorblind and a mother who is normal. Or you could do a mother who's a carrier, right? Well, but if we did this one, what's going to happen here? So if we do colorblind dad and normal mom, what are the kids going to be? Does this make sense? Are the boys going to be colorblind? No, because the boys get their X from their mom. So the boys cannot be colorblind. Are the girls going to be colorblind? No, but the girls have a 50% chance of being a carrier. Okay? Does that make sense? What if the mom is colorblind, but the dad is normal? Or the mom is, yeah. Yeah, so if the mom, so if the dad is normal and the mom is colorblind, right? Then are the girls going to be colorblind? The girls, so if the dad has normal vision, the girls will be fine, but they'll be carriers, but the boys will be colorblind. Does it kind of make sense? Or if the dad's a carrier, or if the mom's a carrier, the boys are going to have the 50% chance. But the point is that it's going to inherit differently for boys and for girls. So the question is, could you have YY? It turns out that the Y chromosome, the reason, and I'll show you in another picture I have here somewhere, the Y chromosome is called the Y chromosome because instead of being the regular X-shaped, it's a little bit smaller. It's actually physically a little bit smaller. The Y chromosome has all of the male traits, the things that turn in what we call secondary sex characteristics, the testosterone production and all that, makes males males. But the thing is that the X chromosome has a whole bunch of genes that you have to have in order for the baby to develop. So you could not have YY. There just simply would be missing too much information. So for instance, like this, the color vision is on the X chromosome. The Y chromosome doesn't have that information. So there'd be information that would be missing, so that wouldn't work. Here are the answers to the bottom half of the worksheet. The other thing I don't like about this, and we'll do one of these tomorrow, it tells you about multiple alleles for blood type, but doesn't actually have you do one. So we will do one of those tomorrow. These are the answers to the second half of the worksheet. We will go over these ones in class tomorrow.